Vietnamese and Bradbury?
Oh, you are here. Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's go. We're gonna be starting again on the engine this afternoon. Keep going on the cleanup. So the manual here,
Hello
our
there.
Bible there. Hello, hey, cochonnet. Allô, allô, allô. Comment ça va? Let's go. Donc, on embarque enfin. We're getting to the big thing right here. So we're gonna be going forward and cleaning even more engine parts this afternoon. I feel like, in fact, we're gonna focus on cleaning the entire block. Like I said this morning, because after that, basically, it's gonna be a moment where we're gonna take our crankshaft over here and test some measurement in there. But first of all, we need to go and move forward with the cleaning process. J'espère que ça va très bien de ton côté, cochonnet. Ça fait un bon moment que je n'avais pas stream, donc re-bienvenue sur la chaîne. Ça va numéro 1, de retour en force, je te dirais. Au fond, j'ai pris un bon mois de pause qui a fait du bien. Pas que j'étais tanné du projet en soi, juste que je pense qu'au jour le jour, j'étais comme un peu en manque de motivation, trop de trucs en tête, tout ça, tout. Fait que j'ai genre clairé plein d'affaires, puis là, je suis de nouveau full focus sur le projet. Et donc, on essaie de clencher d'ici mars, pas mal tout ce qui reste pour ensuite avoir que l'ordinateur à mettre dedans, ce qui serait incroyable. Fait que if we keep going, basically we have done the entire process of on the crankshaft and stuff like that. Now we're gonna go ahead. We inspected yesterday most of the thing in here, which is pretty cool. I will say that right now what we're going to do is start at the top of the engine here and move our way down to actually cleaning the entire block. So we're gonna start on the surface here where the crank's going, then we're gonna rotate a bunch of stuff and we're gonna move forward on that. So let's go. Let me snooze the ads for now. We don't need those. Hell yeah. And yeah, so crankshaft, basically it's gonna be about wiping the center here, dual side. Dual side. Here we go. If I do that and this, that maybe, what's the best angle we can get? Hey, that seems pretty good. So basically all the surfaces here is where the bearings are going to sit. Then we need to also make sure we clear all those. We're gonna have oil pressure here, so we need to clean the cracks in here and like basically make sure that the oil feed is clean. And we're gonna move to the bottom of the engine where we have the bearing surface for the camshaft. We're gonna clean those right now just because since we're going to be cleaning most of the engine block, well, might as well make sure that everything in the center here is clean. Then we're gonna move to the sides, or I should say to the top. So we're gonna pivot the engine and make sure we are cleaning the actual cylinder of the block. So that's the idea here. I'm gonna put back my gloves because we love those. We love to be safe while using chemicals in there. And we're gonna be moving forward and just starting to wipe everything pretty much. So again, since we received the brush that we needed this morning, we're gonna be able to just go and start cleaning up everything. Let's do that. So I'm gonna start by all the small surfaces like here. I'm gonna do the main surfaces. So this is to make sure we're gonna have a really good sitting of the main bearings, the main cap actually. That's what they are called. So we're gonna make sure we are cleaning all these. Then the bearing surface itself. And make sure that we're not leaving too much debris there. So there we go. And if I'm following what they were doing in there, I might go ahead and split that off of it. Is that a good one? It is a really good one. So we're gonna be pushing that in there. So let me just remove it from all the others because we're gonna use it quite a lot and it's just going to help us there. There we go. So finally, some engine block action today and for the next few weeks. So that's gonna be awesome. But it's gonna be super time consuming, but at this point, nothing different from the rest of the project, right? So basically here, what they seems to be doing is use a clean paper to just brush that, then they are going with that straight in the middle here on both sides. So that way we are cleaning really the center there. And then we are pushing through to the oil gallery down there. And this is the dirt we are removing actually. Yep, it is dirty. So that's the idea there, so that our oil feed isn't going to be dirty on the first startup. That's the idea. So we're gonna do that on everything, and after that I think we're going to push through that a little bit, maybe using a different brush, I don't know, because we do have a bit of dirt in there, as you can see, but we might do that on a second go. It's actually not that bad. It is dirty, so it's a really good idea I'm doing that. Let's go. So that seems pretty good. Now, if I'm doing a bit of the same process there, I'll be doing that. Yep, quite dirty actually, so really good thing I'm doing that. Cool. So that just going to make sure I'm not bending that too much. Now let's go to the next one. So I still have, I can't hear the lo-fi. There it is. I'm gonna make it a tiny bit louder. So again, top surface there. I'm gonna try to actually put a bit of that down there. Let's clean that, and let's go with a clean towel. And there, like so. And then let's move to the oil feed. So this is going really in one direction basically, so the oil feed is provided really by one side specifically, so that's good to know. Hey. We do know why we're doing that, I will say. Looking at how dirty it gets out of there for an engine that has been cleaned up, that's exactly why we're doing that. And that's normal, by the way. It's not the machine shop who did something wrong. It's really just normal procedure. There's always a bit of schmutz getting in there and staying in there for a long time, so I forgot to do the bolts hole there. So the truss bearing surface in here, I'm gonna make sure we are making something solid as a cleanup for that one, because this one is super important. for that one. I'm just going to start it. I'm gonna pick another towel. Oh, didn't want that to happen, but hey. There you go. There you go. The worst particle we can have in there, I guess, is not hair or paper, but pretty much whoa, let's go. Okay, that's a big ass question. Love that. Okay. Absolutely sorry to ask question. I wonder what's the question. I've seen some stuff there, so basically I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a really good question, and I'm more than happy to answer that. Je sais que tu m'as dit. Ok, un peu. Faut que je remonte un peu. Ah, pourquoi ça remonte pas? Je vais refresh, j'espère pas perdre le feed. Mais j'allais là. OK. Je sais que tu m'as dit que ça ne te dérangeait pas. Hey! Mais je me sens mal. Hey! Mais tu sais que ça me dérange pas. C'est bon, on est sur la bonne voie. Il y a environ un mois, j'ai décidé d'apprendre, de faire la timing belt plus pour être gasket sur mon Hyundai avec l'aide de vidéo YouTube. Son coach, je me bats avec mon auto depuis un mois. L'auto, quand je la pars, il sent le brûler. La serpentine belt crie, c'est épouvantable. OK. Je me demandais si c'était à cause de mon head gasket ou une poulie de jamais. Probablement ni un ni l'autre, actually. By the way, congrats d'avoir essayé par toi-même. Vraiment très très nice. Timing belt, water pump, c'est vraiment pas une job facile. Fait que vraiment good job. Front cam. Front cam. There you go. Mais par contre, question, la serpentine, au moment que tu as commencé à démonter, parce que ça devait être un couvert ou de quoi que tu as eu à aller pour aller chercher la timing derrière, quand on défait la pompe à eau, il faut entre autres enlever les hausses qui arrivent du radiateur. Est-ce que le liquide de refroidissement a coulé sur ta serpentine? Si oui, s'il y a eu contact, il peut y avoir eu contamination. Les vieilles serpentines ont tendance à faire ça. Des fois, ça reste correct, mais si elle était moindrement vieille, ton liquide de refroidissement a probablement rendu ta courroie serpentine pour les accessoires à l'avant glissante. Donc, c'est pas qu'une poulie de jamais, c'est pas rien, c'est juste qu'elle glisse. Sous la tension, elle glisse et puis il faudrait comme plus de tension, mais ça se fait pas. Ce qu'il faut faire, c'est la changer. Ça coûte, regarde sur rockauto.com, ça va coûter genre 20-30$ à peu près, puis mets une nouvelle serpentine dessus. De toute façon, tu dois avoir eu à l'enlever, faire ta timing belt, ce qui fait que tu connais déjà la job. C'est pas la job la plus longue à faire. Fais juste la changer, puis je te dirais qu'il y a des énormes chances que ça règle tous tes problèmes. Souvent, tu as changé les deux belts, ils sont déjà changés. OK. Drive belt, timing belt. La drive belt, tu parles, elle qui passe par l'alternateur, tout ça, tout le kit, la serpentine en soi. Ou parce que des fois, tu as des voitures qui ont plusieurs belts, dépendamment à quel niveau. OK, c'est ça. Fait que tu l'as déjà changé, celle-là. Dans ce cas-là, ça serait de vérifier quand tu as réassemblé, est-ce que tu as vraiment tout torqué tes bolts pour être sûr que les poulies sont toutes droites, tout ça. Parce qu'au fond, quand ça crie, ça serait de voir est-ce que ça crie à un endroit précis dessus. Parce que ce qui peut arriver, qui peut être complètement à part, ou encore là, au moment de défaire, parce que souvent le liquide de refroidissement va venir causer des petits problèmes là-dedans, là, quand on le défait. Ça pourrait être que du liquide de refroidissement exemple tombé ou que la poulie de l'alternateur, puis ça l'a créé un peu de corrosion dedans, puis là, ça l'a fait jammer un peu tout ça. Ça, c'était pas dans la serpentine belt. OK. Puis là, est-ce que tu l'as rajouté à nouveau? Elle était skippée. Est-ce que là, tu l'as ajouté à nouveau dedans? Parce que ça veut dire que si tu n'es pas le premier propriétaire, l'air climatisé ne devait plus fonctionner puis la personne a bypass la pompe, le compresseur d'air climatisé. Si toi, tu as mis une belt qui l'inclut, ça peut être juste ça. Ta belt, c'est que ta poulie n'a pas fonctionné pendant tellement longtemps que la belt, elle doit jammer carrément. Fait que j'aurais tendance à racheter une belt qui la bypass à nouveau vu que c'était déjà le cas, puis de juste remettre ça standard. 90% des chances que ça va régler ton trouble. Fait que ce qui est étonnant parce que tu as acheté une belt, tout ça, mais en même temps, rendu là, c'est pas si pire comme modification. Tu sais, modification, là, genre, c'est assez standard. À peu près n'importe quel véhicule, tu peux acheter une belt avec et sans air climatisé. The more you know. Let's keep going. Dual side. Dual side. Mais c'est ça. Fait que je te dirais que je suis assez convaincu que ton problème doit juste venir de là. T'sais, si tu as rajouté de quoi qui n'a pas fonctionné pendant un bon temps, là. Oui, exact, parce que de toute façon, ton air climatisé, elle doit pas fonctionner, je suppose. En ce moment, est-ce que, genre, si tu l'actives, tu as du froid qui en sort? Sûrement pas. Si le compresseur a été bypassé, c'est probablement que le radiateur d'air clim est percé ou autre chose est percé, puis la personne a juste fait screw that, puis le bypass. J'ai déjà fait ça sur des voitures, la voiture d'une amie, tout ça, parce que justement, ça causait problème. Fait que je commencerais par la bypasser parce que si tu avais fait quelque chose de mal durant ta job de timing belt puis water pump, ça serait pas ça le premier truc qui apparaîtrait. Tu aurais des problèmes de misfire dû au timing moteur, tu aurais des check engine, tout ça. Là, ce que tu me parles, ça n'a rien à voir avec la timing belt puis la water pump. Fait que, tu sais, si on fait de la logique là-dessus, ben la logique dit que le seul autre truc que tu as changé, c'est ça. Ah, bon. Et voilà, tada! Raison de plus que selon moi, c'est ça le problème qu'on chasse pour ta voiture. Hell yeah. This procedure here, we're going to be doing exactly the same thing again later on. So even if it's not getting out 100% clean, we're gonna take even more time later on to actually address that. But yes, so far for now, we're doing really good. Puis justement là-dessus, là, pour vrai, là, 10 sur 10 de me poser la question, là, fait plus que plaisir. Là. Moi, je suis en train de taponner là-dessus, tout. C'est pas comme si, oh my god, ça me dérangeait. C'est pas comme si tu me disais, hey, peux-tu mettre en pause ton stream pour que je vienne, genre, dans ton garage, checker ma voiture, tout ça. T'sais, là, quelqu'un me dirait ça, un ami proche me dirait ça, je serais comme, wow, minute, non. Mais genre, pour vrai, dans ce cas-ci, là, c'est comme, let's go, là. T'sais, je me sentirais plus mal que tu me dises j'ai dû aller au garage à cause de ça, puis que je sois en mode mais pourquoi t'as pas posé la question, que l'inverse. Là. Genre, je préfère largement mieux répondre à ça comme question que de me faire dire que. Puis ça m'insulte des fois parce que les sœurs à ma blonde, ben moins là parce que là, ils sont rendus avec des voitures neuves, mais quand il y avait des problèmes avec leur première voiture usagée, tout ça. Ça fait 10 ans que j'étais avec ma copine, puis malgré tout, tu sais, en disant t'as le temps de le savoir que j'aime les voitures, ben il posait pas de questions, il se rendait au garage, il se faisait sortir des factures de fou, puis là il me disait la fois d'après qu'on se voyait, ça m'a coûté maudite voiture de merde, ça m'a coûté genre 1400 au garage, puis là il me disait ouais mais c'était qu'est-ce que t'as fait, puis là ben les 4 freins étaient dus, fait que les freins aux 4 roues étaient dus, changement d'huile de ci, changement d'huile de ça, puis j'étais comme 1400 $, wow, t'as pas eu le goût de me le dire. Genre, on aurait pu arranger quelque chose de beaucoup moins cher. Puis il était là, mais j'ai pas osé, je voulais pas te déranger, tout ça. Puis j'étais comme, mais là, tu sais, moi, je préfère faire la job. Tu fais tes choses toutes. Je peux même acheter les choses s'il faut. Puis faire la job, puis te faire sauver bien de l'argent. Puis au pire, tu m'arrives avec une bonne petite bouteille de bière ou autre. Genre, une petite bouteille de gin. Puis je suis heureux. Puis genre, tu sais, pour dans la famille, tout ça, me semble, ça a moins des choses de s'aider. Je comprends pas. Fait que ça m'insultait beaucoup. sais, c'est sûr, ça dépend toujours de la personne parce que des fois, tu as des gens que, ultimement, tu sais, sont pas capables de dire non, donc tu le sais, fait qu'au fond, tu as l'impression d'abuser d'eux. Moi, j'ai toujours été clair que si une job m'intéresse pas, que j'ai pas le temps ou quoi que ce soit, je vais jamais me forcer, là. Je vais toujours aller. Puis, tu sais, tout comme quelqu'un m'arriverait avec une question en stream que je fais, j'ai pas les connaissances pour ça, je vais pas faker avoir les connaissances, je vais le dire. Je vais dire, pour vrai, j'irai demander à un spécialiste parce que j'ai aucune idée. Exact. Est-ce que tes parents vont voir, exemple, la Geek Squad pour des problèmes informatiques au lieu de te poser la question? Si oui, là, avoue que ça n'est un peu insultant. Parce que c'est pas se faire dire j'ai pas confiance en toi, parce que tu sais que c'est pas ça, mais en même temps, c'est exactement le même principe que de dire ça. Puis là, t'es comme, mais là... All right. Those oil gallery are pretty clean. We love to see this. No big issue or anything in those. We're gonna finish cleaning that. I don't remember if I've done that one, so I'm gonna redo it. I think I did. Because it's getting out super clean. Yeah, je fais un PM aujourd'hui, ton stream me sauve la vie. Let's go! Let's go! Et voici pourquoi c'est motivant streamer. Voici pourquoi je suis si heureux d'avoir la chance de faire ce projet-là en direct sur les internets. Tell me you're a boomer without telling me you're a boomer. Les internets. Puis normalement aussi, by the way, le temps que tu commandes ta nouvelle courroie, tu devrais pas être trop en danger de briser la nouvelle vu qu'elle a toute son épaisseur. Seul truc, c'est de garder en tête que chaque fois que ça crie, ça l'amincit techniquement. Donc, si tu l'utilises trop, tu ferais un très long voyage de voiture ou de quoi, un très long parcours de voiture, c'est peut-être de faire attention le temps que tu reçoives la nouvelle courroie, juste pour pas passer au travers. Mais pour tes déplacements quotidiens ou quoi, normalement, je connais pas tes habitudes, ta routine, ça serait creep si c'était le cas, mais normalement, tu serais supposé être pleinement correct. Alright guys, so now we're moving to the bottom. We just finished the top section there. I'm gonna be actually also doing just a quick one on the oil pan surface. So let's do that. But otherwise we're gonna be done and moving to the bottom. We're gonna do the bearings of the camshaft, and after that we're gonna be moving, we're gonna be spinning the engine and going to the cylinder by themselves. Like that's gonna be a big part. We're gonna also do the oil gallery that we have access from the front and just clean those really well, just to make sure we are having plenty of oil feed and a clean surface. So that's the idea for now. All right, let's keep going on these. So we're gonna try to just go ahead, and as you can see, there is quite a bit of schmetz in there. So same thing here pretty much. We're gonna have maybe a smaller brush that can go in there, but we have really small oil gallery going to the side of it. And I don't think they are going super deep, so I don't think we're gonna need a lot of that. Yeah, okay, yeah. So, oh, that's how it's working. So basically, you know, when I was pushing down here, it's going to the oil gallery, but there's also like a, let me show you. Actually, let me show you. So it shouldn't be too hard to clean those. Point, point, point. So, if we follow the casting right here, you can see that we have a hole on the side there. There's also one at the bottom. The one at the bottom is blocked right now, but basically what's going on in here, and those bearings are brand new, they were installed by the machine shop. At the bottom here, these two holes are oil galleries going down the entire block. So it's coming from the front. That hole is a cylinder, like it's a tube going to the other side. When looking at the casting here, you can see here there's a shape. That shape is actually another tube getting plugged in there. And if you follow this, it's getting in line with that hole. So that hole is just poking through that, and there's gonna be pressure through that cylinder moving up and pushing there. So that's gonna be something that will help lubricate the camshaft. Then it's gonna also at the top right there push that. Hey, let's go! Je te dirais pas trop fort, mais je me demandais pourquoi la sortie de bête que j'avais était plus courte que la nouvelle. Aha, mais ça c'est un classique. What's up and Strike? Welcome, welcome. First time chat, let's go. I hope you're doing great. Welcome to the stream. We are doing some geeky stuff right now on our epic project. Are you new here? Have you ever heard of the project yet, or do you want me to present it to you? Germany, hell yeah, brother. That's amazing. Present, please. Oh, you shouldn't have asked. Front cam. Welcome in my garage. Here since last July, I've been starting a project that is completely crazy. My biggest project in the automotive scene so far. I'm a 29-year-old French Canadian, therefore why the accent. I'm doing a stream about my little Datsun that I've owned for the last 10 years and that never ran properly. We went a bit nuts on the project, and basically we remove absolutely everything, cleaned the wiring loom, made sure that everything was tidy and super clean in there. Everything was working, fixed a bunch of problems, and we are upgrading everything, including that little LS swap that we're gonna do. This is a 6-liter V8 engine from factory. It's doing 315 HP compared to the 150 HP 6-cylinder that's supposed to be in there. So that's quite a big upgrade. But on top of that, we're gonna go turbo with it, which means we're aiming for 600 wheel HP, so basically around a 700 to 750 HP to the engine. So it's gonna be quite a big project, and we are getting on the bright side of that project, which means the reassembly of the engine, reassembly of the car. So we just went on the other side of the project, where it's actually really fun and enjoyable. If you want to see what we're doing, when I say we're going a bit nuts on the project, it's because we went with a lot of custom things. Pretty much the only thing that's gonna be left in the car is the rear differential. Otherwise, there's not a lot of Datsun parts left in there. Dual side. So we went through the entire engine bay, cleaned up every hole that were not used in there. We basically managed to put all the electronics for the body loom in one corner where the battery was supposed to be. The battery was moved to the back of the car, to the trunk, and so we have just a positive and negative terminal here. And at the bottom here, as you can see, those golden parts are quite pretty. This is a custom subframe frame done by Apex Engineered in the US. I've ordered those and got them imported here. So basically full custom and already prepared for the LS engine. So these mounts suits our V8 block we're putting in there, and we have the full kit. So we're gonna also swap the rear cross member, adding coilovers, big brake kit from Willwood. We upgraded the brake system, which is not in there right now. As you can see, everything is empty here. So we're going from the classic brake booster and master cylinder to Toyota brake booster combined with Willwood super racy stuff. Let me show you this basically. Boop. So this master cylinder with the proportion valve also included in here, plus Willwood clutch master cylinder. So a lot of good things. All that with a Tremec T56 6-speed manual transmission. Am I missing something? Oh, and yes, also we converted the power steering part of the car, so to basically suit an electric Subaru power steering inside the engine bay, just behind the steering wheel, so we don't have any more oil or anything for that in here, and everything's going to be controlled by a module a guy in Australia designed that will allow us to adjust the rigidity of our steering wheel depending what we're doing. If we want a softer steering wheel on a daily usage, we can make it softer, and if we want something more firm for the track, well, we're gonna be able to make it a bit more hard to turn and have more feeling in it. So the idea behind the project is adjustability, possibilities, and reliability. That last one might be hard to get at some point.
Joe,
so,
I like your project. Really good. I've never seen a Fairlady LS swap. I'm doing tuning myself. I'm building Toyota Yaris MK2 for a hill climb build.
Nice, let's go. That's amazing, man. I have really a lot of fun on the project. As you can tell, this is the biggest thing I've ever done so far. You're probably not looking at a lot of Datsun pages because there's a ton of LS swap Fairlady out there. I would say so. This one's gonna be quite a crazy build. Most of them are doing like a standard LS swap with the turbo and everything on that one. That's gonna be a beast. However, yeah, that's also going to be something hard to to make it handle properly. I really think the Yaris MK2, the Yaris Mark II hill climb build is going to be insane. On my side, I just ordered 3 days ago the actual ECU for the car. We're gonna go with the brand new Haltech Rebel LS that they just released in pre-order 3 days ago. So basically 30 minutes after the release, I was buying one for the car. So we're gonna go full high tech with the car. That's gonna be amazing. So there you go. This is my project, and right now, like I said, we are breaking the cam first of all. Okay, I'm back. And also we are starting to basically go ahead and reassemble the engine. So we are in the cleanup and the pre-assembly procedure, which means we need to measure all the tolerances through the entire engine. Once we're gonna be done with that, we're gonna be removing everything again, cleaning up everything a second time, and then move on to the actual assembly with all the assembly lube and stuff like that. So quite a huge things. That's again a first thing for me. We've done plenty of stuff on the car so far. Last week we learned together how to TIG weld. We had a TIG wig who was in here, who's a welder inspector actually from the US. He was in here like kind of out of nowhere, like it was just a fortunate timing for him to be here, and he helped us set up the welder and give me a lot of tips on how to do that, and therefore we were able to modify a 40 years old fuel tank to suit dual a dual internal fuel pump. So a lot of things. I know I'm just giving you a lot of info right now, but that's it. That's the idea right there. We're having quite a blast so far on the project. If everything goes well, I'm gonna be done with the entire project in about like a few months, I will say, hopefully before July. I'm aiming at starting the car in May, pretty much, and I'm really... No way.
And Striker traded its soul for more HP. Thank you for the support.
What's up, and Strike? Thank you so much for that brand new Prime sub. Let's go, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So yeah, so basically I'm aiming at turning the key in May, late April, early May, to basically start figuring out what's wrong with the car, and I want to drive that thing this summer. Since we started at the beginning of last July, I'm maybe going to be able to wrap the project inside a full year, so in less than 12 months. That will be completely insane. So to give you a bit of feedback on myself, I'm usually working in 3D animation stuff, more on the cinema industry, and basically I'm not a mechanic. I don't have any formation in that. I really just learned since I'm like 12 years old, by myself, doing a lot of things DIY, watching a lot of content on the internet, and here we are challenging ourselves on the biggest project so far. So yeah, welcome aboard. Let's keep going. So like I said, we're going to clean all our bearing surface here for the camshaft, even though we're not going to put the cam itself anytime soon. We just want to make sure that we're not leaving a bunch of stuff at the bottom there, because that could that could just basically move somewhere else and go on the surface it's not supposed to go. So yeah, I like that I'm an IT dude by myself, but I build cars with my dad, mostly BMWs. You're gonna be at your place here, man. So yeah, basically that's amazing, because yeah, IT guys, I'm 3D animation more on the artistic side, but my job is super technical too. Not as much as an IT, let's say that, but like it's still quite technical. I've been working on a very big project about less than a year ago, and basically when my contract ended on that project, I moved on to deciding, am I like staying at home for a while doing that project, or am I going back in the industry? And I had the luxury to say, hey, you know what, I'm gonna stay, I'm gonna wait before going somewhere else in another company, and I'm gonna do that project I've been waiting for 10 years to do. So there you go. And when I'm saying you're gonna be at your place, I'm doing some autocross. I don't know if you know what autocross or Auto X in some places is, but basically it's kind of a cheap rally style course, where basically you are having, but it's not on gravel, it's on a classic circuit or parking lot, and it's all cones, and if you touch some cones, you're having penalty and stuff like that. I'm doing that with a BMW M3 1999. So this is my summer car. This is my almost stock. I just have a few modification on it because my category is really limited for the modification. But basically I'm racing that car everywhere around the province of Quebec, and also went to the US last year. My Yaris is swap the 2LZ FE for a high RPM, high compression. Oh, a 4AGE, let's go! 200 HP at 9,000 RPM, I love it so much! Not street legal, no! Yeah, well, technically there's a few illegal stuff in here, but in Quebec we have the chance to not have an annual inspection on the car. So since the car is still registered, I can actually just build a car, and until I'm getting arrested, I'm out of trouble. And to be fair, as long as I'm not doing stupid things on the road, I'm keeping the outside of the car pretty stuck, which means I shouldn't be getting in trouble. First car I built with my dad was an abandoned Alpina B6. No way, that's cool. Holy crap, yeah. On my side, it's sadly the US spec M3, so that means basically a stroke 2.8. It's basically a stroke through 328 engine. It's just like bigger bore and everything, but they share the same components. So it's not as cool as an M3, like the Euro spec M3 that has nothing to do with the rest of the cars and the engine of the E36. But yeah, it's still a pretty dope car. And the handling on those cars is just next level. Like in my category, it's just completely insane. If you want to see it actually, I can show it to you. I probably still have even a video of me doing some auto slalom in here, autocross. Because there was just a picture published yesterday that I might be able to get back quick. Give me a second. So I'm gonna do that, this. I'm gonna have to connect, that's it, right? Is it the good password? Yes, it is. There you go. Oh yeah, and that event was in the rain. Like my picture, my official picture of the season was in the rain, and basically it is pretty amazing because I still have enough grip in the rain to almost go on two wheels. You're gonna see that, guys. It's just so cool. It's loading right now. There you go. Wait for it, and I'm just going to check just before that if I still have a video of me doing the actual thing. In the downloads maybe. Oh, I see something that's looking like it. So if I extract that folder there, it sounds like it, oh wait, it's asking me to replace. There you go, maybe. No, wait, we're having bad audio. But I know why. Oh, it's in the US when I was in the US. Let's go. Okay, look at this. So I'm gonna show you first my official picture of the year, which is at a racetrack near where I'm living. Boom. So there you go. That's my little E36, and let's say it was almost a two-wheel. There's not a lot left to the ground there. So there you go, this is my little BMW M3 doing its thing, doing what it's doing the best, driving fast around corners. The Yaris is my main car in the German hill climb races in the 1600 cc class, but a friend of mine had the same engine in the old style. That's so cool, I love that. Holy crap, that's nice, man. So there you go, and I'm going to try to open up 320 HP, damn. Yeah, see, I don't know if you know the difference between the US spec and the Euro spec M3, but basically your E36 M3 had 310 HP, 315, something like that. And the one we have here is still a 3.2 liters, but they just do 250 HP. So still decent, but like nothing close to the Euro spec one. I'm gonna do that. That's probably going to work. Wait for it. Pump, 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 pump. That's just what when it was. Okay, I'm gonna check maybe that one. I'm trying to see which one was which, because this is after my US trip. Yeah, there was a GTR over there. That was pretty dope. Okay, let's go. So this is a national event, 9 hours away from my home in the US. So that was my first national event. So 275 participants, so 275 drivers, and multiple classes and stuff. In my class, we were 19. From the 19, I was the oldest car. So my 1999 M3 was the oldest car. Most of them were, as you can see in front of me there, the brand new BRZ, GR86, name it, whatever you want to call it, but basically second gen BRZ were the main car there. The second oldest car in my category was a 2019. So just to give you an idea, 2019 versus 1999, so 20 years difference for the same class. So there was a stage light, and when it was my turn, it's looking a bit like this. Too soon. There you go. And here we go. Hell yeah. That's the tricks. You have to go really in the in-between zone to get it to the maximum potential. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. And there we go. So this is autocross for you. This is what we're doing over here. Pretty insane. I'm really enjoying that. Let me check that video here. Yeah. Holy crap, that's sick. Yo, I actually have seen those videos before. I don't know this exact one, but like those challenges, I've seen those. They are so cool. We don't have that kind here in Quebec. I will love it so much. That will be my style of racing too. A lot of skills, not just acceleration. You really have to be spot on the limit of the car. Yo, that's insane. The rally vibe is really nice. Yeah, basically autocross is the version, the like smoother version of that. Yeah, that's cool. More money. Yeah, money is a big part of those builds, eh? Not gonna lie, it's a big part of it. I would love doing that. Holy crap, I love seeing this. Yeah, here we don't have really a lot of place to do that. You have more mountains than us, to be fair, and I will say the racing culture is not the same. Nice. Yeah, the closest track to me is an hour 15. Hey, what's up, Tristan? Bonjour, ça va bien toi-même? So that's pretty much something dope I would love to do at one day. I will be really happy to do that. Actually, the Datsun will be a good candidate for that. Oh, getting into that cheeky French. Let's go. Love that. So this is amazing, honestly. Hello, Tristan. There you go. So yeah, so basically that's who I am. Welcome again, and Strike, really appreciate the sub. So that car we're aiming at 600 at the wheel. However, I already know, you're really cool. The project is cool. Am I cool? Enough for the 2-3 people in here, I guess. But yeah, basically that project, we're aiming at 600 on the dyno, but I already know that I'm gonna have a tune that's gonna be lower than that, because just to learn the car at first, that's gonna be something hard. But yeah, basically right now for the autocross part, we should see the BMW on stream here somewhere around the beginning of April, something like that, because I'm gonna have to basically prepare it for the season. And also I'm looking forward to go back in the States and also maybe try the Ultimate National, because yeah, that's what I haven't said. Like you said, I had good driving skill. To give you an idea, the category in which I am is considered D Street. This is the name of the category. It is a really competitive category. Out of 19, I ended up 6th, and I was at so close to get on the podium. I just did a little mistake on the second day, because basically you're doing one layout on the Saturday, and on Sunday you're doing a different layout, and it's the best time add together that gives you your results. And basically I did a slight driving mistake, just a slide that went a bit too crazy and lost maybe 0.3, 0.4 seconds there, which pushed me into 6th instead of gaining 1 or 2 position to 4th or 3rd. So part of the game, shit happens, and still pretty amazed by the result. I even receive a little gift from that, like a podium thing. But basically what I was about to say is that I ended up 6 out of 19 in my category with an old shitty car. Not shitty, it's an amazing car, but like an old car compared to the rest. Out of 275 drivers, I ended up 22, I think. So just to give you an idea, and like that includes the GTR, that does include like crazy builds and stuff like that. And we just I just like had my place there. So this year I want to go back and I want to maybe try the big event that's on an entire week and has 1,300 competitors. So 1,300 drivers, that's crazy. Just thinking of it, I'm like, holy crap, that's gonna be good. Yes, Tristan, the car did move forward quite a bit, even though I took a big break during Christmas. Now we are cleaning up the engine this afternoon, and basically after that we're gonna let it dry overnight, and we're gonna be back tomorrow morning on it, starting to assemble the engine. So we're getting there, and if you want to see a little something cool, dual side. Here's a 6-speed manual transmission performance package. Oh, that's gonna be so good. So there we go. Boink. Here, so let's keep cleaning up that big thing, even though it's not that big for a 6-liter V8. That's true, I am sorry, but I don't speak French. The only thing I know is voulez-vous coucher avec moi? You know the basic things. You can also have the une bière s'il vous plaît. Une bière s'il vous plaît is a beer please. So I think that's really an important one to know, no matter where you're going in the world. So yeah, but that's nice. I think I'm not doing that on the first date, so in strike, I'm sorry. Oh, that's so good. So yeah, so basically let's keep moving on and cleaning those dirty little bearing surface there. So we're gonna be doing all that just to make sure that when we're getting there, it's all clean and we're gonna be able to time everything. That, let's sponge the bottom half there. It's sad he's not here today. He's at work, but there's a guy in here usually called Micah. He's a U.S. guy that was in the military, and he was for 4 years in Germany, like a few years ago. So he knows a bit of German and everything since he stayed there for 4 years, and so he's sometimes dropping some German stuff in the chat. It's so fun. Oh, and yeah, you're in the IT field on your side, and Strike, so you probably relate to that. But basically, one thing I think is crazy is that when I finished my latest contract in cinema, I was asking myself if I was starting that project, and when I decided to, I had the chance to be able to say, hey, I have the knowledge to set up a streaming setup in the garage. I have like most of the gear already at home, so I think I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna go forward with that idea, and I just decided to do that. And having that knowledge was so precious because it's so fun. I set up everything, and like you can also look.
Wow.
Oh shit!
Strike gifted Tig _wig 240 a sub. Enjoy, and Strike gifted a tier 1 sub to Tig _wig 240.
I don't know why it repeats twice, but thank you so much. Holy crap, a gifted sub. And Tigwig, who was our master, our sensei last week for the little welding session and lesson and everything. Holy crap, thank you so much. And Strike, wow, you're making my day right there. Holy crap. If someone had told me I will go live this afternoon and that will happen, I will be like, hey, yeah, right. Holy crap, thank you so much. But yeah, basically what I was about to say, I don't even remember. Oh yeah, like I was saying, I had like the pleasure to had the knowledge to start all this project and everything, and like just going live and doing that all live on Twitch, and I'm also putting the VODs on YouTube if at some point you want to go and check and have a quick look on there's a playlist up there of pretty much everything I've done so far on stream. We've worked on a few different cars, but most of it, you will guess it, is the Datsun. But yeah, so the YouTube channel is available, VNTO_TV out there. You can have a look, and yeah, I'm really glad to be able to do that. Honestly, it's just crazy thinking of it being here at home and having people from a bit everywhere around the world. Like I have some people from the UK, I have some people from France, I have some people from the US, and I also have a few French Canadian from Quebec, which is pretty amazing. There's even that guy who's also an IT guy who helped me set up a bunch of things in here, like the vocal commands and stuff like that, gave me the tool and everything for it. So that's so cool. And I'm so glad when I think of it. Like, it's just crazy. What were the chance? Thank you again for that gifted. It means the world, man. It really means the world. All right, those surfaces are pretty much done. Gonna have to make sure we're blowing a bit of air in there before sealing the deal. Actually, okay, you want a crazy story? For the Datsun, that's one of my concern, okay? Insurance are a concern because I want it to be like well insured, but you cannot tell the insurance company, hey, it's worth $30,000, and they will be like, no, on our listing it's $15,000, and you'll be like, no, I swear it's 30, and they will be like, no, I don't think so. So I want to try to find a way, and the guy, one of the previous owner of that car back in the days, like in the 80s, got in touch with me. He's living close to where my parents live, and basically I went to visit him, had a chat with him. He is part of an insurance company, actually. He actually is like a like not a CEO, but like quite highly placed. I think he owned part of the company actually, and so I was like, I might have a few questions, and I'm gonna try to get a proper evaluation of the car from a professional company with picture and everything, and ask him if he can insure it for the amount. So no matter what's the modification, as long as it looks stock, would you accept to close your eyes and just insure it for the amount you're getting told by the evaluation company? And so if that works, that will be amazing, because basically I could have a proper evaluation to the actual value of the car, and after that get it insured properly. So that will be the top, because right now, like I said, we have the chance of not having any kind of inspection in Quebec, except if the police is giving you a warning and says, hey, I think this thing is illegal, go to an inspection. Then you have to. You cannot register it again. But otherwise, you're pretty much free to go, as long as you're not like unregistering it for over a year. So as long as it has been registered, had its plate renewed and everything in the last year, you're good to go. And that's what happened with that car. In the last 10 years, I always made sure that I was not skipping a year. So that way, I was paying for maybe 2-3 months every year, so that there's no chance I'm getting an inspection on it. So I can pretty much do whatever I want, but insurance, that's gonna be something. Here in Germany, it's impossible. It has to. Oh my God, yeah. Ah, yeah, the TÜV. Hey, bonne journée. Qu'est-ce qui arrive d'abord, Tristan, de ton côté? Donne-moi des news. Dis-moi ce que tu fais de bon. T'es rendu où? The most is wheels and spring, yeah, and even that is the TUV, the TÜV, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, that you have to do. I've been watching the movie Modification did 1 year in Germany, doing a classic Golf MK4, I think it was, MK5, I'm not sure. Or MK6, I'm not even sure. I think it was an MK6 actually. But yeah, when they did that, it was pretty cool, because they went around the modification process, and you guys have it way worse than here. TÜV every 2 years, yeah, that's crazy. That's totally insane. All right, pretty much done here. Let's go. Now, the big deal. Yeah, that's true. I mean, here people are actually complaining about like the rules and the modification process and stuff, but they don't realize how easy it is here compared to what most people have in the world. So I don't get why people are mad over here. All right, oil gallery now. I went to the other side of the engine. And the other one here should be capped probably. Is it that one that is capped? Maybe not, that one, no, I'm gonna be able to go through it also. So that one was pretty clean, so that's a good news. But yeah, here honestly it's not that bad, and people are still complaining, but that's people, I guess. Always complaining for absolutely everything. Let's do this. Let's clean that once. I'm gonna push it back. I want to make sure I went through the... Yep, I went through. There you go. So yeah, so by the way, this is my first engine build. So if you see something wrong I'm doing, let me know. I'm more than open to any comments. So I'm really looking forward to improve myself and have a really good time doing all that. So just let me know. All right, so there we go. Both oil gallery are done. I think I can do one more here at the back. That is a block at the front. So I'm gonna go ahead and push that to. There you go. So basically, I just went with the brush up to here, and I'm gonna move that back here so that we have some mineral spirits through that. But don't worry, by the way, I just said it's my first engine build. However, I have a really good guide for those. LS engines are so commonly used in builds over here that I have an entire book telling me what to do right there. So I'm following that step by step. Bonne soirée à toi et surtout merci encore pour les bons conseils, c'est très apprécié. Ça fait plaisir. Bonne journée et on se revoit très bientôt, cochonnet. Let's go. We save the day. Oh, we have a scratch on that surface, so we're gonna have to make sure it's not leaking, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be all right because these one has some massive gaskets anyway. And we might put just a bit of gasket maker on top of it just to be better be safe than sorry. I need to keep in mind also the time. I need to add an alarm back to my cell phone because I just realized I'm also teaching in 3D animation, so I need to make sure I'm not going through my time here. So I'm gonna re-add that alarm that's gonna warn me on Monday and Wednesday when I'm getting too close to my class and I need to stop streaming, which is a sad part of my day usually. All right, there we go. Now, is that big enough? Maybe not. That's what she said. That one should be not too bad. Yep. Maybe I can go even a touch bigger. Yeah. Let's go with that one. Actually, that one. There we go. So I'm gonna remove that. We're gonna be removing even more dirt. Let's keep cleaning. Maybe it will be a good idea to not splash everything all around. So again, we're going straight into the oil conduct right there, and at the end there, like I already said yesterday, we're gonna have a plug basically making sure that that side here is that's probably the inside, and that here are no, actually this is probably I'm gonna have to look at it because I think the oil pump is pushing the oil here. It's going through that, moving up, getting into the filter, and if needed, what we're gonna add to the car, the oil cooler, then moving back here and then going all the way across the engine. That will make sense. So I will say that this one here is the output, input, and then it's moving all around the engine. So just to the bottom, moving back at the front and everything. Yep, that's probably how it's working. And that's why at first you need to make sure you have primed everything, because you're gonna need a bit of cranking to get everything oiled up pretty well. And that's why you also need to usually deactivate the ignition on the first cranking, just to make sure the oil gauge is getting its input and it's shutting off because there's actually oil pressure in it. Super, super, super important. There we go. Now we're officially done on this side here, I think. So we're gonna move to the other side. Let's spin that engine. Hey, thank you, but all in French. Yeah, I know, I need to change that to the English. Pretty much all you have to do is go to the first section that has the hand waving, the bienvenue, which is welcome, and you can basically click on a few different icons. Most of it is for gaming, to be fair, but the TV one is for the Twitch section, so if you want to drop car picture and stuff like that, you can always do that over there. So there's a car section actually in there, so you can go ahead. But yeah, I know I need to modify that eventually. But that's mostly for the people with who I'm playing game, because I started streaming just for fun a few years ago, doing mostly gaming stuff. So that's why. There you go. So now we're moving to those big cylinder. Basically, here's your time to learn French. No, I'm kidding, by the way. I'm just kidding. All right, so let's do that. I'm gonna clean that with mineral oil, just to make sure we remove most of the residue here. Need to make sure we're not dropping too much hole in that, because the corners are sharp, so it's not helping to keep it in one piece.
I like that. Keep going on building cars where tuners are a big family. It's not important from which country you come. Cars are us together.
Yep, exactly, and that's really fantastic. Honestly, the time I realized that the most, to be fair, is this summer. When I went to the States, I was a bit afraid of people judging me, and also like there's people over there with so much money for racing competition that basically I was looking fucking poor. Like honestly, I was one of the only guy like not coming with the car on a trailer, at least on a trailer. Most of them had a closed trailer with 1 or 2 cars in there with a lot of tools and everything, and I just arrived with my BMW driving, took my racing tire out of my rear seats, and then put that on the car and just went ahead and started driving. Like just raced. But that's amazing, because basically even that there, people were not judging. People were like, yo, you're like, you really want to be here. That's amazing, that's fantastic. And like people they have a lot of respect. That's really cool. That's also something I was afraid of. Like when you see sometimes on Facebook and stuff like that, Instagram, some posts have they have a lot of hate, and I was a bit afraid. Yeah, there's a beginning for everything, and like actually like at first no one was really in my category. No one was like looking at me like being competitive or anything. Like they were just like, oh, a young guy came here with his whole BMW to have some fun. That's cool. And the second day they all went there, and oh yeah, the hug is at someone, so you can hug at someone, and the target user is gonna switch to that name. I'm sorry, but yeah, so basically the guy, the second they all went, like all the top 5 came across me and just give me a handshake saying like, yo man, you're driving that thing like there's no tomorrow. And I was like, hell yeah, that's the idea, no? And they were like, yeah, but that's something. So that was so cool. All right, we're doing pretty well in here. So let's go ahead and keep cleaning a bunch of parts over here. I think I'm gonna need the bigger one here. There you go. A lot of cleaning, but it is something we have to do if we want the engine to be reliable. At least that's what my book says. And when I see it getting a little bit dirty, I'm like, hey, I just removed something. I just removed some actual dirt. We'll try to be done with the engine tonight so it can dry until tomorrow, and then tomorrow we're gonna go ahead and put the crankshaft in there and test our tolerance on all the main bearings. Make sure that everything is in a good shape. There we go. So the lifters part are done there. Now we're gonna go ahead and start brushing the actual engine, the actual cylinders. I should say. There we go. My first car was a Dodge Magnum Canadian Spec. Holy crap, Dodge Magnum, that's been a long time since I've heard of those. That's funny. That, I'm gonna use you. And we're gonna go ahead. Nice. First US car, yeah, that's true. All right, so now we're just going to brush the actual surface there. I'm gonna put a little bit more. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit, and I'm gonna put a bit more mineral spirits in my recipient so that I can actually plunge it like just put it deeper in there and have more fluid coming with it. So basically here, what we're going to do is start with that brush here. So that's what the book recommends. Ideally, I would have a 4.5 inches brush. Now I just have a 3.5, so I'm gonna have to push it. Oh, you probably don't know why, you just screamed. I know why. 5.7 liters AME with K&N and an airbox filter with racing headers and manifold. Oh, that was sounding cool probably. Nice. And by the way, the reason why it screamed, anytime there's FLO in the chat, which is flow, but in any words, it's gonna do a screamer, because basically it's my girlfriend. When we play games together, she has a tendency to scream quite a lot. So she's scared by anything, even in Minecraft. So I made like a folder with all of her screams, and it just pick a random one each time you're putting that in chat. So again, this is not to own the cylinder or anything. It's not damaging these are really, really smooth Well, not that smooth, but this is quite a smooth brush for acting on metal. So we are doing really good right now, just doing that to clean the first layer of dust of those cylinders getting honed. So that should help remove the first layer of dust. Then we're gonna go ahead and do that by hand. And then we're gonna finish with automatic transmission fluid. And that's maybe too violent. Yep, I was able to remove some dust and dirt that I was seeing in there. That's pretty cool. There we go. But the consumption was 14 liters here in Germany with price for €2 per liter. It's too much for me. That's because it makes sense. That's a lot. Holy crap, that's a lot. Yikes. Yeah, it does make sense now you say that this way. See? This is why we're doing all that. And this is why we're gonna be doing that even a second time. So the first round with the brush itself just help detach that from the surface. And now we're gonna go ahead and try to clean every cylinder this way so that we have a really clean surface. The time difference is crazy, right? That's crazy right now. Yeah, me it's just like late in the afternoon. And for you it's not bedtime, but like it's getting closer and closer to it. Probably when it's gonna be bedtime for you. I don't know what's your time to go to bed usually, but me, I'm gonna get out of my class that I have with my 3D animation class. Like I'm teaching a bit later tonight, so that's gonna be a thing. Hey, look at this, guys, worth it. So, and you will probably go in bed. Fun thing though, I don't know if you're working from home since COVID, but basically the fun thing is, with that said, you're gonna be able to catch pretty easily most of the streams if you want. Because I'm streaming early, mostly 1 a.m., yeah, pretty close to my time too. Usually it's in between 11:30 and 1 a.m. I'm going to bed. Lately a little bit too often closer to 1 a.m., which is not good because I'm getting I'm waking up late for my morning stream because yeah, basically I'm trying to stream from 9:30 in the morning to 12 and then take a break for 2 hours and then come back. So I'm trying to put about 4 to 5 hours every day on the car. So that's really helping me to keep the motivation up there, make sure that I'm not losing interest in the project and stuff like that. Like I'm not pushing too hard. If I was doing 8 hours, 2 times per month home office, okay. See here, I'm doing the complete opposite. The less I'm going to the office, the better I feel. But now, right now, I'm not working for anyone, but except for the college where I need to go to the school. But otherwise, yeah, I'm trying to. When I'm doing a full-time job, I'm trying to make it from home. That's the best. Last time I was working for Vancouver, so there was a 3 hours difference, but it was still a pretty chill schedule for me. Really fun. I had a lot of fun working for the latest employer. I mean, and yeah, whew, that's dirty. So the lifter tray is gonna go in here. So we're gonna make sure everything is clean in here too. Ah, I see a hair in my cylinder, not on my watch. Oh, okay, fair. Fair. Yeah, there's that, and also like I have one friend who's always going to the office even though it's a 20-minute drive, just because first of all they are a super small team, which is really fun to be a part of, and also like they have every lunch break is paid. There's like a person every day at their office that bring lunch and stuff like that, so he never has to deal with food or anything when he's working there. And if he was at home, he wouldn't have all these advantages, so he's always going to own the place, and he's really enjoying that. What was the fastest speed you drove? Fastest speed I drove probably 220 kilometers per hour, I think. Yep, because we don't have the Autobahn here. So let's go. Tell me how fast you drove, you lucky bastard. Yeah, that's over twice the speed. Well, that was actually with my BMW, and to be fair, it was pretty much at its top speed at this point, because the way they geared the US spec M3, it has more damn, that's amazing, that's crazy. The Datsun's gonna be able to go way faster than 220, but yeah, the way the BMW is geared, you cannot go that high. I think the top speed is officially 230 on them. Which, for what kind of car it is only 230. But that's really because of the gearbox and differential ratio in there, which makes it, that's why it's so competitive in autocross, because you're usually under 100 kilometers per hour in autocross. You're just basically driving to the limit all the time in really tight corners. So therefore the NA 6-cylinder with that gearbox and the ratio from factory is really competitive. All right, we're pretty much done in here. Just have a bit of fiber from the paper on the cast material there, so we're gonna blow some air in there. Oh yeah, it's chill. I mean, to be fair, I can't say like it was that much of a thrill. Like, going fast in a straight line is okay fun. Like it's fun, but I'm like, yeah, pedal to the floor, waiting for it, and just holding the steering wheel. So, like, I don't think it's as rewarding as actually going fast around the corner. So that's why when you showed me the hill climb, like I could have a slow car, but like if I'm feeling like I'm pushing that car to the limit and really going fast around that for the car I have, I don't care. That's fun. So that's really my way of thinking. I think like driving fast around a corner is way more rewarding than going fast in a straight line. There we go. That's gonna fall to the ground, maybe not. There we go. So second one here, and then we will call it a day. And after that, going actually really fast when in a corner, that's pretty amazing. That's when the fun is getting really, really true. And that's what I'm hoping with the Datsun. Because basically, one thing good to note is that the Datsun, I see this project as a really good learning project, first of all. Second thing is also that I'm aiming at using that project as a tool to actually improve my driving skill. Because right now, doing always the same thing with the same car at all time, it's getting hard to improve. So I'm planning on actually using that car into autocross with trying to have a good setting and everything, because basically if I have a way more powerful car on the track going around cones like I'm doing, well, everything's gonna come to me way faster with a faster car, with a more powerful car. So after that, if I'm getting into competition with on national events and stuff like that with the BMW, well, everything will feel slow with that car. So I'm really looking forward to improve my reaction time basically with that project here. So having a car that's way too powerful to for its own good is going to be something really incredible. Oh, absolutely, the weight to HP is it's mostly the weight, not the HP. I feel like it's both. It's the weight per HP ratio that's the most important in a car. You can have a car that has only 150 horsepower that feels like crazy good just because it's super light. And you can have a car that has 600 HP but feels like shit because it's too heavy. So there's both involved in that, and honestly I feel like you need to find a good balance in between those two parameters there. Like the Datsun's gonna be way too powerful for its own good. Like it's 150 kilos less than my M3, and it's gonna be 2.5 times, pretty much 2.5 times to, not actually 2.5, let's say 2 times like more powerful than the M3. So it's really like a car that's gonna be way too powerful for the weight of the car. But again, like making everything tunable, like the suspension, direction, stuff like that, it might come to a point where I can actually make it handle properly, even for the power. So that's gonna be a thing only the future is gonna tell us. The car needs to work for that. There we go. Won't go too crazy on these because basically we're going to plunge those cylinders with a lot of mixture there. All right, what time is it? Just want to give me an idea. 56. Whew. We might be short on time a little bit. Not by that much, because after that we're left with just cleaning with automatic transmission oil. So now the thing is that first of all, I've seen a place where I can actually use that brush at the end there in one of the sensor hole. That. Oh, that's going deep. All right, I'm gonna bring the longest one. That's the cam sensor. And then we have that one here. Oh, that's an oil gallery there, is it? Oh, okay, I'm there. There you go. Hey. Oh no.
Hello there.
Hello there. Oh, you're finding those. Oh, that could have been bad. Just got that disconnected from the spring. I don't like it. Because you're supposed to stay in there.
Did you know with Amazon Prime, you get a free sub every month?
Jenny
Any primers?
But you already knew that with your Prime, you got a free Prime sub. Thank you again. By the way, if you're watching the stream quite often, oh, you like that guy? Yeah, I think he's like an engineer, an astronaut, a doctor, like all at once. It's crazy. He did so many things for the society. And what I was about to say, oh yeah, if you're watching the stream long enough and getting those points in there, you can have your own custom sound. So every time you're coming by, you can let me know that you're here with your own sound. Go on the other side. Oh, that's the 4-hour alarm there. All right, let's go. We need to clutch. There we go. You do that, this, and we're gonna go ahead and pretty much.
How you go in and out.
Hot. Johnny Sins approve. I think we can say that. 18 plus years old stream. Watch a man fisting an engine. Wait, what? Who said that? That's gross. Hello, Hawk, if you're in here, sorry for that. Sorry, not sorry. boys will be boys. That's what she said. A chance I've prepared all my class during my lunchtime, because otherwise I will definitely won't be able to finish that tonight, which would have sucked because I really wanted to dry over the night. So we should be good now. All right, now let me look into the book. I'm gonna watch what they are doing again in here. Final board cleaning should be done using towels. Turning the towel often, continue until every inch of each board has been scrubbed with ATF. Okay, yeah. So take note that you must perform this board cleaning process one more time after ring fitting, so you don't have to go crazy here if cleaning for pre-assembly. All right, so I don't have to go crazy, but we're gonna do it properly. So my oil fluid is here. My oil fluid, yeah, my ATF I meant. I'm just going to clean the cap and what's around because I don't want it to fall on the towel. I'm gonna take the blue towel for that. So the book says use this, so I'm gonna use it. So ATF oil here, so we're gonna go and do the final swipe. I think I can put some more in here. We're gonna have a little bit into the nut on my watch. Look at this. There you go. Nothing in the cooling passage. There we go. We can see that it's changing color, so there's absolutely a good reason to do that with that. So there we go. I'm gonna fold it on another side and go for it again. Oh yeah. So like they said, we don't have to go too crazy, but we're making sure everything's super clean. Gonna fold it again on another side. Put some more ATF fluid there. And third one. I'm trying not to push that into the cooling pass. I'm gonna go on the other side, that's gonna be easier. There we go. Flipping that one last time for the last cylinder there. then flipping everything. Just seen a hair. Oops. Bit too much. All right. That engine is so greasy right now, but it's not really greasy since it's the mineral spirits in there. It's just like basically a solvent, so it's gonna evaporate, but yeah, it just feel a bit greasy. So we can see we had a bunch of particles there that we removed, which is amazing. So there we go. One last thing, the 4 other cylinders, and then we're done. And I just dropped the bar. There we go. So that 2 more towels, and a dream. All right, that other side of the sheets there, with the paper towel. There we go. Oh yeah, that one, we had quite a bunch of dirt in there. Last one. Hello! What's up, Hawk? So, in Strike, this is the kind of custom sounds you can have if you watch the stream for long enough. Welcome, Hawk! How are you doing today, beautiful? I hope your day is as shiny as this engine is about to be. You're catching me at the end of the stream. I need to go teach those kids, but I'm trying to finish cleaning up that thing there. It's cool, eh? We did quite an intense session of cleaning since yesterday, but it said in the book that it is quite long to clean the engine, but we just finished cleaning the block now. So there we go. If you want to see the result, I'm gonna remove a bit of schmutz. There you go. Yeah, it looks good for real. Like it's really in good condition. That engine block has 200,000 kilometers on it. For you, Hulk, it's about 100, even more than that. I will say it has close to 180,000 miles. Which is more 250,000 kilometers on it. So, however, the machine shop did verify everything, that the piston, the cylinder actually were not deformed and stuff like that, to make sure I was not spending my money on something useless. So here we are. So the engine is clean. We're gonna leave it to dry for the night because I need to go anyway. And tomorrow we're gonna be basically fitting that big thing here into that. Well, actually we should say into here. So that's where everything's gonna go. I'm gonna take a towel actually and just dry a little bit the bottom end there, and we're gonna fit that. So basically we're assembling the engine upside down at first, and then we're gonna move to the top of the engine eventually. But for now, tomorrow the action's gonna be happening in here, because we need that to be in one part, and make sure that all the measurements are good for the main rotational part. So there you go. So that's gonna stay here and dry overnight. Tomorrow we put the bearings in there, the brand new bearings. Then we're testing the fitment. If the fitment's good, we're moving on to actually assembling that with a bit of oil, spinning that, testing if like the wheel at the back here and stuff like that are all set up properly and are straight. And if everything is good, we're gonna move forward and go to the camshaft probably. Or no, actually it's gonna be a piston first. So we have probably 2 good days of assembling the bottom end first time. And that's not like assembling it for good, but just for testing everything, setting our top dead center and everything. And then after that, we're gonna move to basically disassembling everything again to clean it up even more. So that's the idea here. There's no shortcut on that job. If we want an engine that is reliable for the power we want to make, it's a no choice. We have to go through all these procedures. So front cam on this, guys. It's my time to go. Yeah, so I'm gonna be back tomorrow morning around 9:30. I won't say 9:30 because at the moment I'm not really good to wake up early enough to be here at 9:30, but I'm quite soon there. Like, let's say maximum 10 tomorrow. That's a good goal. So I'm gonna be back tomorrow. We're gonna keep going on that. We are Wednesday. Technically tomorrow is like kind of my last day working on that, but I think I might do a bonus stream again on Friday because I want that to keep moving forward. And yeah, next week we're gonna have the goal to have finished assembling and disassembling have finished basically the pre-assembly procedure. Then in 2 weeks the goal will be to have everything actually assembled one final time. So on this, guys, I love you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you, and Strike, for the new sub today, for the new follow, for the new everything. I hope you enjoyed the stream. And Hulk, I'll see you. Oh no, it's not tonight that you're available. Shoot! I was like, oh, gaming tonight, but you're not available tonight. Yikes! All right, I'll see you soon, Hulk. Tomorrow for sure, okay? So, bye-bye, have a good night, bye!